Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a brand new episode of the Team GOWGO Wrestling Podcast. We are your hosts, Blitzball Champ and Hollywood Sinema. Say what's up.
With it!
If y'all haven't noticed, I'm wearing one of my new shirts that I picked up at the recent New Japan Pro Wrestling, the New Beginning show that me and Hollywood Sinema went to last weekend.
I want to wear it every day.
This is my Change the World Golden Elite shirt. As you can see, Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks, and Kota Ibushi are on it.
Woo!
One of three shirts that I got. Got a
Hiroshi. You did end up getting third, didn't you?
Yeah. Got a New Japan Pro Wrestling, the New Beginning Charlotte show. They had a specific logo for LA, Charlotte, and Tennessee. So got the one for Charlotte. And that's Nashville, Tennessee. And a Hiroshi Tanahashi shirt, because, I mean, he is the IWGP heavyweight champion.
Yes. I should have gotten LA Dojo!
So did they? So was it that they didn't have any, or you just didn't capitalize on the opportunity?
I didn't capitalize on the opportunity.
I see.
I let it go because I was like, oh, they probably have it on the website, and nope, nobody do. And it makes me want to scream because that shirt was sick, and it looks like it is a live event only thing, and it got to be a U.S. live event only thing.
You think the Charlotte shirts were a live event only?
Oh God, yeah. I mean, I didn't see them online. They were exclusive to the show.
Well, hey, at least we got those.
I know. I'm happy about that, but that LA Dojo shirt was so damn sick.
Yeah.
Not to mention the I don't know what to call it. The suit, the jacket and the pants. Woo!
Oh, the red suit.
Oh my God, that thing was so sexy.
But just
game.
Just to kind of open this up, just overall, what did you think of the show?
It was really good. Like I mean, I was excited to see it anyway because I like New Japan. And this was a weirder thing because of the situation with them not being there. But it felt, in all intents and purposes, even though the people in ring were either, I mean, we saw Finley and we saw Juice, like we saw New Japan Gaijin wrestlers, but it didn't feel as much like a ROH show like I expected.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that was because, well, the friggin' ring. The ring was Japanese like as hell.
Yeah.
And I loved it. And just even the setting, it felt like what I see on the app. Also, I will say we are not on there. Our show is not on the app.
Oh, that sucks.
Which is bullshit.
Well,
cameras and everything. I was like, you sons of bitches.
Yeah, that sucks. Oh well.
Yeah.
So we can't go back and watch us.
Watch ourselves, and they even showed the camera on us. This one part I was like, "What the hell are they showing the camera on us for?" If they weren't going to have it on them,
I know, right? Not
like,
even streamed.
Awesome. No, I didn't see. It's not on the app anywhere. Like for that date, it skips LA because I went to go watch the LA one. That's why I was weird when I was like, that's why I asked you what day the LA show was because I was like. I just watched the most recent thing on there, and that shit went on there. And yep, lo and behold, it was not going to be put on there.
That sucks.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know why they did that. I thought they do every one of those. That was the weird part.
Yeah, they usually stream those, and even they stream the ROH New Japan Pro Wrestling combined shows.
Yeah, and they streamed All In.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah. Lame.
Well,
other than that, it was great. Venue was cool. It was intimate as hell. We got to be very close to Juice and all the wrestlers, and they were flipping around. It was awesome. Good wrestling. Like just even the Young Lions match. It felt Japanese as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Those were very traditional Young Lion matches, and I was like, hell yeah, I'm down for this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. Um, I have to say that even though on paper it didn't really look like a New Japan Pro Wrestling show, but the overall experience, like setting, ring, the announcing, the like
Merch.
the merch,
Like the area felt like some shit out of just Japanese stuff.
yeah, like it,
We'll never do that shit in American arenas ever.
yeah, it felt like we were at a New Japan Pro Wrestling show, even though the talent didn't exactly line up to what we would expect out of
Yeah.
a New Japan Pro Wrestling show. I mean, they had the different areas where you could pose in front of like the logos. I mean, they had the King of Sports logo. They had Chaos. The merch was phenomenal. Like great selection. They did. I really wish they would have had some Bushi masks, but they did have some Jushin Thunder Liger masks.
They weren't that expensive either, which I was very surprised by.
Yeah, and tons and tons of figures and shirts. I mean, they had hoodies and hats, and they even had the suits, which the suits were $180.
I know they were so sick. I
I
would
mean,
I would have bought that. Yo, tax money was there. I would have been like, run that. I would. Well, then again, I would have spent about $500 on that damn place. If I still had like, my many, I'd have been like, well, hold my wallet. I'm going ham.
and that was the day after payday for me.
Yeah, no, oof. Yeah, it's tight
And
over here.
and got to meet Colt Cabana. Got to meet Rocky Romero and the Killer Elite Squad.
Yeah,
Thought that was cool. Although we didn't get to chill too long because we had to get back into town, it was really cool that Juice Robinson at the end of the show was like, all right, let's take some selfies. And just took the time to just go to everybody, that came up to him for, selfies and even conversations. He was conversing
yeah.
with everybody too.
Bloody nose and all.
Yeah, I thought that was cool. The IWGP United States Champion finishes a match, defends his title, and wants to take selfies with everybody.
Yeah, no, I was not expecting that whatsoever.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool. And Katsuyori Shibata opened up the show, which it was so cool. He had such a big pop, and it was just really cool to see him in person. He still looks young.
Yeah, he still looks young. His hair was just longer. I'm not used to his hair being that bushy.
Yeah. And of course, he was standing by ringside during the Young Lions matches, getting a closer look of his students. So, for those that don't know, he's the head trainer for the New Japan Pro Wrestling LA dojo. So
He's their Shawn Michaels.
yep. So looks like he's been doing a good job of, getting these young lions up to speed and just building and training them. So yeah, maybe hopefully one day Shibata will give us one last hurrah in the ring.
Yeah, just no headbutts.
Yes, no headbutts. God, please, no headbutts.
Ever again.
I don't care if he is caught up in the moment. Just don't do it.
Okay, that's fine. No, that's fine.
Like, even if he's caught up in the moment, just don't do it.
Yeah, no headbutts. I don't want to see a single one. Not like Tori Storm this week on TV. She gave out 3. Well, 2, and 1 was errant.
But overall, this was a fun experience. I mean,
I want to do it again.
Yeah, and it sounds like from Shibata's opening speech, it sounds like hopefully.
And Juice.
Oh, and Juice.
Juice
and
said it at
Juice.
the end too.
That
So you bringing everybody.
hopefully they will return, whether it's this year or next year.
Oh my God! I want them to come back this year. I want them back now.
Yeah, and
I want to buy merch.
And you best believe if they do announce that, you best believe I'm gonna be watching that website like a hawk.
Oh, and we doing all the meet and greets.
Oh, dude, like You ain't have to tell me twice.
Mm.
We may have to get there
Ooh,
like a few hours early if need
I got
be.
no problem with that. Shit, if I know shit, let
Um.
let, let anybody from LIJ be in there. I'm out.
Oh, it ain't even a question. Like, dude, if we got Lij and even Suzuki Gun, shoot.
Suzuki! I love this. I love this doing the traditional Suzuki!
That was so funny. Like that during the match with Shane Taylor and uh Lance Archer. That was so funny.
Like, anytime we saw Suzuki, well, shoot, and Davy Boy, Suzuki!
Oh yeah, that's right, Davy Boy.
Yeah, we couldn't help
Davy Boy Smith
ourselves. We
Jr.
have to. We have to scream for him.
Yeah, even though he did a post-match handshake to the young lion.
Yeah, that was weird. That blew my mind.
Yeah, yeah.
I was expecting to whoop his ass.
That's what I was thinking too. I was like,
I've never seen him be nice to another person.
yeah, yeah.
Ever.
But at least we saw a little bit of representation from Suzuki Gun and
Oh yeah.
Chaos. So
That was. I'll tell you this. The fact that the Japanese wrestlers, the traditional ones, weren't there, that's a bummer, but it was such a good show.
yeah,
And such a great experience. I didn't really care at the end of the day. I was just like, this was freaking amazing. I want to go to the New Japan Pro Wrestling shows all the time. I need to move to Japan like right now.
yeah.
So I can just follow them around.
Just the atmosphere, the way they had everything set up, the ring, and just the
It's totally
announcement.
different. It feels totally different from a WWE event where it's just like you file in, you go downstairs, and you sit down.
Right.
Like, yeah, there's the merch, and they do have stuff like that, sign up stuff, but it just doesn't have the same mystique to it.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it's never going to be in a small arena ever again, other than NXT stuff. Like it just there's a certain level to these shows because even the house shows are at arenas in WWE.
Right.
So it's the difference between seeing an act like live, like example, I saw Drake live. I was literally 3 feet away from him. That's a different experience than when I saw him later when he was more popular in an arena from like 17 seats away. It was like it's a different feel.
Yeah, that's understandable. I mean, shoot,
Even though New
not
Japan's been around since '72, but it just
yeah,
if this is new. Them being here is new, and as far as the America's concerned, we're the minority when it comes to New Japan Pro Wrestling. As far as like fans and whatnot, there's a lot of us here, but we do not outnumber the straight up the casual WWE fan.
yeah, and that's understandable.
That's fine. Yeah, but one day it'll be different. Swear to God.
So you definitely don't see them coming back to the Grady Cole Center specifically.
I don't even I kind of want them to. That was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But I just
ahead.
want to keep seeing. No, I'm just saying. I just want to keep seeing shows. Like I don't even. I would get why they wouldn't because it is small, but that was a very intimate situation. Like you're not gonna be able to do that at as far as like, oh, I'm gonna do selfies going around the ring. Like everybody's not gonna experience that. Everybody could experience that here.
Yeah, and that's a good point too, because I mean, much bigger arena, unless that was the last stop on the tour,
Yeah.
I can't really see that happening. I
No,
mean,
they got to get up and get the hell out.
yeah, exactly. I mean, thankfully at the NXT Durham show, I mean, we just wait outside the building, and they at least
They kick you out. They kick you out as soon as that shit's over.
right.
They're like, get up out. We got to because they have to go. Like they are having to leave very soon. And I think they had like a couple days before the next show
Yeah.
in New Japan, so that they got it. It was more like, okay, I mean, we're in Charlotte, it's a major city. We're hanging out. Like I'm not going back to the hotel just so I can get ready to get my shit ready. So in the morning I can leave.
Which is probably why there were a day interval between the 3 shows.
Yeah, which is smart, especially when you have people traveling. Well, if they were Japanese, it's smart to space it out that way so you give them time to acclimate. You get their happy ass, like get where they need to be because they don't shit. Somebody's taking them. They don't know where the hell they're going.
And that's most likely why, like with the Dragon Gate show that I went to, was why like 5, 6, or like 8 of the wrestlers like stayed after and chilled. Like,
Yeah.
they didn't have another show to go to. They didn't have to
Right.
be back like immediately or like a day or two later. So it's just like, it's really cool that they're just like, hey, you know what? Show's over. Let's hang out with the fans for a while. You know? Like,
It shows they're still engaged with the fans.
yeah. I mean, it's also another one of the things that I like about Chikara so much because after every show, they're always there to see the fans off. If anyone want to take pictures, they can take pictures. If anybody want autographs, they'll take autographs. It's cool. It's really cool. So that's one thing that I definitely like. The fan experience is always what gets me.
Yeah. It's very important. You're paying money to go to this circus. You want to enjoy it.
Before we move on, want to give a quick shout out and a quick thank you to Rob Potsy Potchak and Tino Gray of the Potsy and Tino show for having us do a recording with them for their show. Thank
Say
y'all.
a ridiculous stuff with other people.
Yes, that was such an awesome time. Thank y'all so much. And we look forward to hopefully we can return the favor and have y'all on an episode of the Team GOWGO Wrestling Podcast. We'll probably have to like use a different sort of format than Skype, but we'll figure it out. So just keep that in mind. We haven't forgotten about you, and we're gonna get together. We're gonna figure that out. We're gonna do it.
Yeah, we is. We're gonna figure it out.
So look forward to that. Team GOWGO Wrestling Podcast.
WrestleMania Super Show.
Yeah, that actually would not be a bad idea. Would not be a bad idea at all. So bro, we got a lot to talk about.
Yeah, we do.
So few things took place recently. I know for a lot of folks that had absolutely no interest or was just totally bummed and pissed about the Super Bowl, hopefully y'all indulged into halftime heat, which I did. I did as well, because I mean Maroon 5, yay.
I like Maroon 5.
Big boy,
early stuff.
yay. But I mean,
nah.
So, halftime heat. We had a 6-man tag team match that took place in Full Sail.
Mm-hmm.
It did take place in Full Sail, right?
Actually, no, Performance Center.
Performance Center, that's right. I'm sorry. Performance Center. The WWE.
For a second, I thought it was, but then when I saw I was like, yeah, that sign was right, like in the corner.
Right. So, yes, this was at the WWE Performance Center. We had a 6-man tag team match during the halftime show of the Super Bowl, which combined Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa, and Adam Cole, baby.
DIY
era, taking on the team of the one and only Ricochet, Aleister Black, and the Velveteen Dream. Good match. Definitely everybody was showcased. Definitely lasted throughout the halftime show, which was good. The good guys got the victory, and Ricochet, Velveteen Dream, and Aleister Black. And yeah, better than the halftime show. Your thoughts?
I skipped the Super Bowl entirely to watch wrestling. I watched WWE Worlds Collide, and that led perfectly, and I timed it perfectly. I was so proud of myself. Into halftime heat live. And,
so you did it right.
Before. Oh yeah, I knew what time it was. Like I don't care about the Rams particularly, but anybody goes against the Patriots, I'm all about them. And also, I like LA in general, except for the Lakers. Can't root for them. That's against the rules. But yeah, I was just like, no, I'm cool. I'm just going to watch wrestling all because it was the wrestling weekend.
Right on.
For me, anyway.
So So now that you mention that, that pretty much will usher us right into the Worlds Collide tournament.
Oh, yeah.
So, Worlds Collide tournament combined 6 superstars from NXT, NXT UK, and 205 Live. They competed in a tournament where the winner would have a free title shot on any of the brands of his choosing, any title of his choosing.
You're,
Let's name down who the participants was. From
oh,
NXT, you had Adam Cole, baby. You had the Velveteen Dream. You had Dominik Dijakovic. You had Keith Lee, and you had Shane Thorne. For NXT UK, we had Mark Andrews, Tyler Bate, Travis Banks, Jordan Devlin, and Zach Gibson. For 205 Live, we had Cedric Alexander, Humberto Carrillo, Drew Gulak, Tony Nese, and TJP. It's quite a lineup.
yo, Carrillo is everywhere right now.
Dude, he's good. Like,
He's very good. He
they
is
are
very, very, very good.
they
And he's tall, which they love.
they are building him up. Like, dude, ever since he had his match with Gargano and Buddy Murphy, dude is legit.
Although while featured on another show that we're going to talk about, I was surprised that he was first gone. I'll just say that.
Yeah.
That was weird. That was kind of odd. But then again, when you think about who they had in that, it made sense. But I digress.
Yeah. But definitely got quite the lineup here. And so to start this off, we had everybody in a battle royal. Had a battle royale where not only this kind of set the bracket based on the order of which everybody is eliminated, but the last sole survivor of this battle royal got a free first round bye.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Right.
So, going through the battle royale, Jordan Devlin wins it and secures the first round bye. What'd you think of the battle royal portion?
I'm weird about battle royals. They are fine as long as there's some kind of story being told. And actually, this one was rather good. Tony Nese and TJP working together and characters championing their brand.
Mm-hmm.
I thought was smart. I thought it was funny that Carrillo. I was like, Carrillo, you're on both NXT and 205 Live. But I mean, mostly he's 205. He's 205 Live now.
Right.
But it's just like, oh yeah, you were doing both of those. But other than that, it was like, oh cool. I love the fact that they were championing their brands as they should.
Oh, and I want to make a correction. It's 15 people total. I said 6 from each. It's actually 5 from each. So minor correction. But yeah, it was a battle royal.
I did like the way that they tiered it. The way they had to be like, okay, this person faces this person because of that. It was like, okay, cool. There's a reason for all this instead of just it being bullshit.
Right.
Because usually nobody gives a shit about why they do it. They just do it.
So yeah, that's a good point. It's a good point. So Jordan Devlin secured the first round bye. So he didn't have a first round match. We had Drew Gulak, who defeated Mark Andrews. We had
I'm sorry.
Oh, go for it.
Were you annoyed by the fact that they didn't show all the matches? I mean, I guess it worked out in my favor because I got it finished in time for me to watch something else. But I was like, why are we skipping these matches?
Yes, I was very annoyed by that because I was hoping the whole idea was to show the whole thing.
Yeah, watch wrestling. That's what I'm here for.
Yeah, but all they did was show clips of the match finishes.
Yeah.
and it was just it was like clips of the intros and then the match finishes and
Yeah.
just yeah. But to sum that up, Drew Gulak beat Mark Andrews. Dominic Dijakovic defeated TJP. I couldn't help but notice that it showed TJP's intro and he was greeting the fans.
Yes, that was interesting.
That was very
It's
interesting.
been a while. He built it in a minute.
Like literally going around the ring.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, because Tony Nese was still acting like a heel. It doesn't really make any sense.
Because TJP's been like a mega heel for like the
He's
last
been, yeah, he's been a heel since he lost the championship.
yeah. So okay, that was interesting.
Oh, well,
Keith Lee beat Travis Banks. Humberto Carrillo defeated Zach Gibson. Velveteen Dream defeated Tony Nese. Adam Cole defeated Shane Thorne. And Tyler Bate beat Cedric Alexander. I didn't see that one coming.
no, me either.
Now, the matches that we actually got to see weren't until the freaking second round. Jordan Devlin defeated Drew Gulak.
Yes, surprising. But then again, he did have a bye, but it was very odd. I mean, I guess Gulak just seems like somebody they're like, okay, yeah, you're a workhorse. We'll just use you for whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, I can agree with that. Because I mean, really, he's doing more solo work now. Because him and Jack Gallagher haven't really been doing anything together other than promos. But
Yeah, and yeah, they're just being featured together.
yeah, but Drew Gulak, he's been having a lot of solo matches lately. Tyler Bate defeated Dominic Dijakovic. Wasn't surprised by that.
You weren't? I was very surprised, but only because because Dajovic is huge.
True. Big size and height advantage over Tyler Bate. Of course, Velveteen Dream had an incredible match with Humberto Carrillo, who Velveteen Dream defeated. But that was one heck of a match.
Very good.
And Adam Cole defeated Keith Lee. Not surprised by that, unfortunately.
Yeah, Keith's not that guy yet.
Yeah. Semifinals. Tyler Bate defeated Adam Cole. I did not expect that.
Hell no.
Like, Tyler Bate in the finals of this tournament? I was really shocked by.
That was. I mean, I guess they had to have representation. That's kind of what it felt like. Where it's like, you need to have representation. Some of these folks, they got you.
Yeah, because I mean, let's be real. Tyler Bate come on to NXT. He ain't beating Adam Cole.
He's losing like a mug.
Like, or even if Adam Cole came to NXT UK. Well,
maybe not.
Maybe not that scenario, but definitely on an NXT at Full Sail. Shoot.
He's losing.
No offense to Tyler Bate. I love Tyler Bate. I love Mustache Mountain, but you ain't beating no Adam Cole one-on-one on NXT TV. Let's be real.
Not happening.
But surprisingly, Tyler Bate got the victory in this tournament and made it to the finals. And then, of course, Velveteen Dream defeated Jordan Devlin, which, I mean, it's kind of a big deal. Jordan Devlin hasn't really lost much, so...
Yeah. No, just to Finn Balor and Dream.
And Pete Dunne.
Oh, yeah, and Pete Dunne, yeah.
So we had the finals of the Velveteen Dream and Tyler Bate, which, great match, and Velveteen Dream picked up the victory and won the Worlds Collide tournament for the free title shot on any of those three brands of his choosing, any championship of his choosing.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think the right man won the tournament?
Well, duh.
I mean, this was a great idea. but it would have been nice if they showed everything.
Yeah, I would have preferred them to show everything, to be honest. But I'm a wrestling fan, so of course I want that.
Yeah. So, not to mention, it said it was taped across 3 sessions in
Yeah.
Phoenix. So it's like, I mean, even if they had to, split it up in parts and display it that way, I would have been cool with that. But just to skip stuff, nah,
Weird.
that was just lame. Anything else you want to add on the Worlds Collide tournament before we get into the regular shows?
No.
All right. Guess we'll get the filth fest of Raw over with.
Oh, good.
I mean, Becky Lynch is suspended.
Ugh. I'm
Becky-
already over that storyline
Becky Lynch attacked Stephanie McMahon.
for no reason. It's just, I don't know what, that was the weirdest choice that they could have made. Like, I get them trying to do the Stone Cold thing, but Vince, I don't remember Stone Cold just well, okay, so that's the weird part. Stone Cold attacked Vince, but Vince, I don't remember Vince being overly like aggressive at first. And then when they heard that the crowd cheered as like they did, that's when they turned Vince. This felt like a reverse of that. Like, it was like, what was the point of that? Nobody's gonna boo her beating up Steph, but even though technically they should, because Steph didn't do anything to her, she was pleading with her to just let them check her. And up until then, there would be no reason for her not to trust Steph particularly.
Right.
Because she's had no interactions with Stephanie as a character ever.
Yeah.
Like, that's just something that hasn't happened. So her to automatically it's just like, okay. Like, it feels less genuine. It feels like you're just being antagonistic.
Yeah, it was like an attack just to be an attack.
Yeah, and it's just like, but what's the point? Also, it's weird that they then have Steph kick her in the knee to get her off of her. It's just kind of like, what is the whole entire point of this?
Well, apparently, it's been rumored that supposedly we are going to have Becky Lynch, Stephanie McMahon at this year's SummerSlam.
I'm over that too. I don't want it.
Which I think would be a gigantic waste of a match.
It'd be a step down completely.
Because, I mean, come on. All that's going to happen is Becky Lynch is going to myrtleize her, or Stephanie is going to have a bunch of backup.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Pointless.
It just makes no sense.
Waste of time.
So that would be a waste of a SummerSlam match. And SummerSlam is one of the big pay-per-views.
Yeah, so that makes you think like, oh, so she's not going to be champ? Because why the hell is Stephanie fighting the champ?
Yeah, exactly. Ronda Rousey beat Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan of the Riot Squad.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean...
Yeah, whatever. As expected.
The Revival won yet another tag team title shot for like the 4th or 5th time by winning a Four Corners tag match.
Oh, that too. I don't know what they're doing. Well, obviously they don't either. But it's just, we have seen this show a million times. What happened to all the new stuff that they were talking about? Was the new stuff Apollo Crews in the background talking about Kurt Angle's broken freaking neck? Was that the new stuff?
I still have yet to see Lacey Evans in her first main roster match.
Mm-hmm.
Drew McIntyre and Baron Corbin ganged up on Kurt Angle, Braun Strowman for the save.
So,
and we had the last women's tag team championship elimination chamber match qualifier where the Boss and Hug Connection defeated the team of Alicia Fox and Nikki Cross. Like, dude, when I saw the update earlier that day that match was announced for Raw, I was like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, I wish they were.
Alicia Fox and Nikki Cross.
Yeah, for some reason.
Wasn't Nikki Cross just teamed up with the Bossing Hug Connection in her debut match?
Europe?
Like, either way, Boston Hug Connection, they qualified. Whatever. Yeah. So we got our 3 Raw teams: Riot Squad, Tamina, Nia Jax, Boston Hug Connection. Bingo.
Yeah.
Elias beat Jeff Jarrett. Guitar shots to the back, just they don't do it. They just don't do it.
Especially not when they don't explode.
Yeah, it's so watered down and cheesy. Like
it is lame as hell.
Like no more guitar shots, please. No more guitar shots.
Unfortunately, there's going to be another because that's all Elias does now.
Oh man. Finn Balor defeated Lio Rush.
Yes.
EC3 defeated Dean Ambrose.
Yeah.
EC3 in his first Raw match defeats Dean Ambrose. Now Dean Ambrose is like ready to be like,
I'm leaving.
Good
thing I'm leaving.
Yeah, he is ready. He is ready to be like, deuces. I'm gonna go to where I can be legitimate, happy, and doing my thing.
Ugh. I just I don't know. Whatever they're doing, it just doesn't, and none of it makes any sense, man. I'm so bad.
And then we had Drew McIntyre and Baron Corbin in a tag team match against Kurt Angle and Braun Strowman, which they won by disqualification.
Yep. Stupid.
I got nothing left. You got anything?
I got nothing left. Raw is trash.
SmackDown. So, here comes Becky Lynch again. This time, slaps Triple H.
Yeah.
So attacking Stephanie McMahon wasn't enough for her. Now she has a slap.
Triple H just laughed at her.
Yeah.
That's what was funny. Like, he just laughed at her. I'm like, oh, okay. Like, good, because what the hell? What the hell are you doing?
Yeah. Rusev and Shinsuke Nakamura apparently looked to be on a winning track as they defeated the freaking Good Bros in Gallows and Anderson, which
that I feel like the good Bros gotta get out of there.
Yeah, they really do. Like,
got to get out of there. They finally get on TV and they lose to a brand new team with no shenanigans, no nothing, clean.
And these were former Raw Tag Team Champions,
which apparently means nothing anyway. If you're a champion in WWE, it doesn't matter unless you're the 7 that they like.
Nah.
I'm out.
They need to leave. They need to go to AEW.
They need to leave so bad. Please leave, Gallows and Anderson. Please go do what's best for you. Well, I mean, the best for you might be WWE, but you don't get to be on TV, so I don't know. Like, good Lord, it's so like, and Gallows has been through this before, so he knows what time it is, man. Get out of it.
Yeah, he definitely knows. It's just good that he has a close friend with him and Carl Anderson that go way back.
Yeah,
because they were highly, highly remembered and cheered back in New Japan Pro Wrestling, and were very relevant.
Yeah, I actually watched the Finn Balor documentary of his last run in New Japan right before WWE.
Oh
And
yeah,
they talked to him a lot, and it's really good. And it's just like, yeah, those guys are freaking awesome. I love them. Why are they getting treated like shit?
it's ridiculous. Randy Orton beat Mustafa Ali and jacked his eye up.
Yeah. Oh, Randy, now you're the one hurting people.
Yeah, apparently it was from stomps too.
Good Lord.
Yeah, he got a bubbled up, bruised eye. And
There you go.
Mustafa Ali. Yeah, but hopefully he will bounce back and won't have to miss a lot of time.
Or Elimination Chamber.
Or yeah, that much is true. The new Daniel Bryan cut a promo for Elimination Chamber.
It makes sense. I actually liked his promo quite a bit.
Yeah,
Just because it was a smart promo for that kind of heel to cut. He was like, cool, I'm going to talk to everybody else now because you guys get it.
yeah.
And he ran down the rest of the world as he shouldn't be running down them because those are his people.
That's a good point. That's a really good point. So interesting. Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville, aka formerly Absolution, defeated Naomi and Carmella and the Iconics. Which, speaking of Naomi and Carmella, they're the third freaking team on SmackDown. I know we'll get to this a little bit later, but my dream of the Sky Pirates being the surprise entrant, not happening.
For the lamest reason, none.
But yeah, they even cut a promo on Carmella and Naomi. Just, hey, we're a team now.
So dumb.
So, Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville get a little bit of momentum in this victory. And honestly, I don't think any of the SmackDown teams have a chance. I really don't.
No, I mean they're subpar teams. Just in overall, they are subpar. As far as like what even the Raw teams make more sense.
Yeah.
The ones that are in it, at least the ones that are in it, make way more sense.
Yeah. I mean, Naomi and Carmella should be singles. The Iconics, well, it's the Iconics.
They should be treated better, but whatever.
And Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville, which I thought were on the verge of splitting.
Yeah,
But
and not.
Guess they patched that up like that.
They forgot about it quickly.
And then in the main event, Jeff Hardy beat the new Daniel Bryan by disqualification.
Yeah, I kind of expected that.
Yeah. Kind of an underwhelming SmackDown.
Oh yeah, it was it wasn't as bad as Raw, but it was one of my least favorite ones.
Yeah, it was on the down this week. It was on the down. Anything else you want to add?
Nope. Trash.
Let's go ahead and knock out 205 Live.
Oh my god.
So, once again, Mike Kanellis loses. This time to the Brian Kendrick.
They played it up like it. The way they played it up, I just knew they weren't going to keep doing the Kurt Hawkins thing to him. They did because they don't care.
And mind you, Mike Kanellis and Maria were also ones that were on the list of wanting to be out.
Mm-hmm. Because you can see why.
Because, I mean, has Mike Kanellis even won a match?
No. He won one match when he showed up on SmackDown.
Oh, jeez.
And then I don't think he showed up anymore after that. He showed up twice. He won. Yeah. Remember, he won the match against Sami Zayn.
Oh, okay. Whoa,
Yeah,
that
with a
was
roll up.
forever ago.
I know that was the only time I see he may have won a match on main event, but I'm not too sure. 'Cause I think that's the only other thing he's been on, and I feel like
Jeez.
I don't think he won on that either. Yeah,
Dang.
that dude had not had a great couple of years. Ever since getting to WWE, he has not had a good time.
Mm.
I thought he was a lock.
Because, I
But
mean,
nope.
he was built up. You know, we had the return of Maria, and it was like,
He has a certain look that was good, and there's nothing.
Poor Mike Kanellis. And then we got word that, I believe next week, Tony Nese and Noam Dar will go at it 1-on-1 in a no disqualification match.
Shit, isn't Noam Dar fighting the Ace pretty soon?
In
Phoenix. I think that's what he said in his promo.
I think
Face
so. I think so.
Which is real weird. I don't like when they do that. Which is like, okay, can we finish with this feud first before we just start moving right on it? Like, I don't know. It just makes it feel a little bit different.
And then again, we're not going to get James Drake and Zach Gibson defending their belts until when Phoenix, I believe, when they go against Oney Larkin and Danny Burch. So yeah. So we had a fatal 4-way elimination match to determine a new number 1 contender to face Buddy Murphy for the Cruiserweight Championship at the Elimination Chamber. And Akira Tozawa defeated Cedric Alexander, Lio Rush, and Humberto Carrillo to win that opportunity.
Alexander, like, he hurt himself bad. But he kept going, so I don't know.
And was kind of surprised that Lio Rush was the first one eliminated.
Yeah, I thought Carrillo was the first one eliminated.
No, that was Lio Rush.
I don't know why I thought Lio Rush eliminated Carrillo.
Mm-mm.
Because who eliminated Carrillo then? I thought Leo eliminated him, and then he got eliminated by Cedric Alexander.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right.
I was like, damn, I thought Leo had been on that.
Yeah, because I'm sorry, because wait, no.
Who was first?
No, Cedric eliminated Lio Rush. Akira Tozawa eliminated Carrillo.
Okay.
Yeah. I was like, I knew dang on well Lio Rush got eliminated first. Okay, yeah. So Cedric eliminated Leo. Tozawa eliminated Carrillo. And then, of course, Tozawa eliminated Cedric. It was a great match, especially when it came down to Cedric and Akira Tozawa. But Akira Tozawa's been kind of hot lately, especially under this tutelage of the Brian Kendrick, who at one point wanted to tear each other apart.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. Can you see Akira Tozawa winning the belt from Buddy Murphy?
Nope. I cannot.
You never know. He did beat Neville for that title the first time.
Yeah, and I feel like that was insane. And it was quickly fixed.
Yeah, that's true too. What am I talking about? But yeah, Akira Tozawa is your number 1 contender.
Weird.
And that's pretty much 205 Live. You have anything else you want to add?
No, I just want the Undisputed Era to show up and take over 205 Live. It could be the official best show on WWE Network.
Like everybody of Undisputed Era, or just Red Dragon?
Oh yeah, they're all cruiserweight.
True.
They're all 205 pounds. So
Yeah, but
they should all go over there.
But if they all went on to 205 Live, I feel like the best that they'll be able to feud with is the Lucha House Party, because I mean they all can't be a cruiserweight champion at the same
That's the
time.
problem. That's the problem. That's why you need tag team championships.
Yeah, they would need to implement that onto 205 Live, which I thought they were going to at one point, but I guess that got either canceled or delayed.
Probably delayed.
But alrighty, let's go to NXT UK. So, had a great match to start off with Ligero versus Mark Andrews, which Ligero got the victory. That was a great opening bout. It was definitely back and forth. And I honestly thought Mark Andrews was going to win. I felt like he got a little bit more offense in, but Ligero got the victory.
Very surprised. I did not expect. I know Ligero was doing ting-tings, but I guess I didn't expect it to win.
Yeah. Yeah, right on. We had another video vignette of Xia Brookside before her match with Candy Floss, which Xia Brookside defeated Candy Floss.
She did.
It was back and forth as well. Candy Floss had a good bit of offense, and it was cool. It was really cool, and looks like they're really starting to showcase Xia Brookside more.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I think that was her first victory.
Believe so.
Yeah. So that's good. That's good. And then out of nowhere, here comes Rhea Ripley attacked.
Whooping everybody's ass.
Yeah, just stomping on everybody. Toni Storm, the NXT UK Women's Champion, tried to come and help, but then that didn't last long.
Nope, she headbutted Xia, and then got kicked in the face with a pump kick.
Yep. So Rhea Ripley, the former champ, standing tall over those three ladies.
Definitely losing. I won that championship back.
Yeah. But it'll be another good match.
Of course.
Joseph Connors defeated Wild Boar Mike Hitchman. I really wanted Wild Boar to win, but I didn't think it was going to happen.
I didn't think either because he hadn't been on in a while. What's his face? Connors hadn't been on in a while.
True.
I was just thinking about it. I was like, Connors has been on this bitch like twice.
Yeah.
That's what I've seen Joe Coffey on there at least 12 times, it feels like.
Yeah, that's a fair point. But still, Mike Boar had some offense in, but
I want Mike Boar to win though. He's so much fun.
I did too. He's starting to wear on me.
Yeah, it's at first I was like, yo, that dude looks crazy.
Yeah,
but he's a lot of fun.
Indeed. So we saw both Coffey brothers in action in this episode. We had Joe Coffey against Ashton Smith, which I felt like is another one that hasn't wrestled in a while. Ashton Smith?
Yeah, no, has Ashton Smith been on there before now?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why I thought it had been a while. There were so many damn episodes. They all kind of mixed together for me.
Oh, but it has been a while since he's wrestled on NXT UK.
Yeah.
Yeah. Joe Coffey got the victory, which, not surprised. Walter had his second match, which that didn't take long. Walter defeated Mark Coffey. Really showcased more of his strength, and one Coffey brother wins, the other Coffey brother loses.
Right. Now, okay, can I say this about Walter? And I didn't last time. He is not the best selling. He really is not.
Mm-hmm.
His selling definitely needs some work.
I see. Yeah, I definitely noticed that.
And I get that, but it's like when it first started, I was like, okay, he's clubbing him on the back, okay, but it started to feel like, what the hell is going on?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Just the
that's
his selling is definitely his weakest link.
mhm.
Even
Yeah.
even Lars Sullivan sells better than he does. Oh damn! I said sold. Considering the fact that he don't do shit right now. He's sold better than Walter ever has,
Mhm.
and that dude was booked like a monster.
Yeah, and the thing is, that's something that he's got to work on, especially if he's gonna eventually be in line for a title shot.
Yeah, although they could just keep him as they could make him another Kozlov. There's a big dude who just doesn't get beaten very often, really. And he just steamrolls to the championship, and then Pete Dunne has to fight to get it back.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. And it looks like Pete Dunne is ready. He's not afraid of Walter or anybody.
No, yeah, been champion for 600 more days.
Yep, and doesn't show signs of slowing down.
I mean, he has to be in more matches to show a sign of slowing down.
True, that much is true.
He don't wrestle that much.
But anything else you want to add? Oh, and Jenny did a promo as well.
Oh my god. Okay, that's what I want to talk to you about. I can't wait for your head to explode when they have my Yim lose to her. Which in no universe should Mia Yim lose to Jinai, as you say. But that is 100% what's about to happen.
That match
No
did
way
get announced.
Mia Yim is going to. It did next week. Yep, and they're gonna have Mia Yim get beat by Jenny, and I'm not buying it.
You're not buying it?
No, it doesn't make any damn sense. One of Mia Yim's thighs is bigger than friggin' Jenny, man.
But Jenny's a good wrestler.
I get that, but I'm just watching her the whole time. Visually, it does not play for me. You know what it reminded me of? I was watching Impact, and they showed like an old match from their tournament, their world tournament, and it was like the weird baggy pants flipping kid from Team Canada versus the big ass Mexican dude. And at first it was like, oh, this is cute. He's doing all the flipping. He's great. But then it made sense because the big meaty dude was his ass when he finally caught him. Took him serious. It would have made no sense for that kid that had literally no muscle mass to beat this dude, even though he can do all these crazy shit. Like, this dude is bigger than you completely.
Well, it kind of
you attacking him is not going to hurt him as much. It just physically can.
Well, it kind of reminds me of when Leo Rush beat Punishment Martinez in the Top Prospect tournament, and Punishment Martinez is like twice Leo Rush's size.
Yeah, and it's weird, right? That feels like some 1-2-3 Kid Razor Ramon shit.
And Leo Rush ended up winning the Top Prospect tournament.
Yeah, and everybody's like, "What?" Because it's insane.
Because I mean that match was crazy. I mean, that match was crazy. I mean, he did a standing Spanish fly against Punishment Martinez. It's crazy. It was really crazy. But
Jenny just visually, I don't buy it. She can't be okay. So here's the problem with her being in the ring with people like Rhea Ripley or even Toni Storm. I don't buy it. I do not buy that girl is able to wear them down.
Is it because she lost to Toni Storm in the first round of the Mae Young Classic?
No, that made sense to me. Like there's a difference in them. And Jenny literally is the size of olive oil from Popeye. She can't face Rhea Ripley, who is about the average size of most of the girls on, like as far as like weight size, is about the average size of 99% of those women except for Xia Brookside.
But you do realize that most likely Jenny will be next in line to go after Toni Storm's title once Toni Storm beats Rhea Ripley. But what other hot heel on there do you know of?
Well, they have that other girl that feels I forgot her name now because they never feature her. She's just there. I totally forgot her name.
You talking about Nina Samuels?
Yeah, I buy that more. I buy that way. Here's
No.
no, they have not given her the same video packages or screen time that they've given Jenny. Only reason we think that of Jenny is because they're giving that to her.
And she's
That's kind
also
of the whole point of the wrestling thing. That's the whole point of wrestling. Like they build up who you're supposed to be watching as the next thing, and if they don't do it, why would we?
she apparently has the mic skills as well.
Yeah, the mic skills is fine. Like that is totally fine, but that other shit is just like, nah, man. I'm sorry. Like, and she's gonna beat Mia Yim, and it's gonna be insane.
So you overall don't believe that it would
No,
be right to book Jenny to beat Mia Yim?
Oop, hell no.
We're talking about somebody. First of all, we have to remember we're talking about somebody that's not an NXT UK roster.
I know that's why I know Mia Yim's gonna lose, and it's bullshit.
Because that's like almost equivalent to when dang on Deonna Purrazzo had an NXT UK Women's Championship title shot against Rhea Ripley.
It's pointless, and I hate that shit. I hate it. I hate it.
Because the thing is, I mean, but I kind of get it. I mean, it's nice to kind of dip into the other brand like that, but you don't want to be like,
Yeah, they're not winning. Then the other person's just not winning. It's just that's not the way that goes.
yeah. But I mean, then again, Pete Dunne has had, title defenses on NXT, so I don't know. I see your point, but
It's totally a visual thing, and it's like Walter facing off against Mark Andrews. Like it's like what? Like visually, it don't match up. Visually, that is ridiculous, and it should go a certain way.
yeah, well, yeah.
Sami Zayn versus Braun Strowman. That
Ooh.
it's a visual mismatch, and it doesn't mesh well. Just because wrestling is mostly visual. That's all it is a visual thing. And when you see stuff like that, it's just like, oh yeah, this is fake. Yeah, okay.
You really feel that Mia Yim is that much bigger than Jenny?
Yes, just width wise, hell yeah, absolutely. She looks like she eats. Jenny looks like she doesn't. There's a difference between the two. Also, Mia Yim looks like she works out a bunch.
Yes, she
Jenny
does.
looks like she literally just drinks water, and that's her meal. Like it looks like she can't lift 20 pounds soaking wet.
Well,
And Mia Yim was like she could bench press. Like it's just there's a difference, and it's just it don't look good, man. Okay. I'll even give you a weirder example.
All right.
It's Zach Gowen versus Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon should whoop his ass. I don't care if Zach Gowen's young. He should whoop his ass. He got 2 legs and is bigger. If you get your ass whooped, the person who's getting laughed at is the person who's the other. You know what I'm saying? Like that. There's a reason why those things happen. There's a reason why you react that way to those things.
Well, I mean, Mia Yim, she's got the bolder shoulders and back and busty in the
She's
front.
broader, and I believe her more. I believe her 100% more.
But you also have to remember, Jenny's the fashionista.
Yeah, that means nothing. Because if in all intents and purposes, I would book Mia Yim versus Shayna Baszler. I would never book Jenny versus Shayna Baszler. Shayna Baszler would kill her. That's the crux of my issue with Jenny in general. I'm not putting her against anybody who looks legitimate unless she has backup.
Whoa, wait a minute. So you would not book Shayna Baszler versus Jenny, but you would book Candice LeRae versus Shayna Baszler.
Yes.
But Candice is smaller than Jenny.
Look at the top.
Candice LeRae is smaller than Jenny.
Is she though? She okay. Here's the thing though. If you put them side by side, Jenny looks a million times smaller.
No. I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that, bro. Did you
look? Pull up side by side pictures, bro.
You look at when she was in the Royal Rumble. She was smaller than every last one of those girls.
Yeah, and all of those girls are 3 times bigger than Jenny. Like, she's not as skinny as Jenny. Not even close.
Okay.
Like, Jenny, you can literally see the bones in her body. There's a difference. You could see the bones in her body. Can you see the bones in Candice LeRae's body when she wrestles? Nope. I'm looking at Skeletor. I'm looking at bones with skin draped across them when Jenny is in the ring, and it's like, okay, she's gonna hit somebody too hard and break something.
I mean, Alexa Bliss isn't that much skin, or excuse me, Alexa
You
Bliss.
Don't even. One of Alexa Bliss's thighs is bigger than Jenny completely.
Yeah, in that one area, but the rest of her is pretty skinny.
No, it's just the thing. Like, Jenny looks malnourished, man. Pull up a side by side picture. I just want you to just pull up a picture. That chick looks malnourished. Everybody else looks like they drink creatine drinks. She does not work out. She does not look like she works out. She looks like she just uses the bar. Like, there's no weight on that.
I don't know, man.
She is the letter I. She is a lowercase L. She is, good Lord, that I do not buy her in the ring with anybody that is over the age of 12. I can't. It don't look right. It don't look right. Every time I've seen her wrestle, anytime I've seen her before, it's just like, nah. It visually it do not work. It do not work.
So you're not sold on her.
No, and I get that she's good on the mic, but she looks like somebody's manager. She does not look like an in-ring competitor.
Oh, dude.
Small. She's smaller than Zelina Vega. Zelina Vega is petite as hell, and she is smaller. She is thinner than Zelina Vega. That's insane. Zelina Vega can't even get on in a ring on TV. No. Nope. Not doing it. Can't do it. Sorry. Not in a world where there are Rhea Ripleys, where there are Charlottes, there are Becky's, there like Shayna Baszler. Everybody on that roster is going to kill her or should kill her.
Let's take a look here. All right. So supposedly Jenny is 5'6", 128 pounds.
Mm-hmm. And looks like she weighs all of 5. It's all bones. It's all bone density. It's no actual anything else.
Candice LeRae, 5'2". 5'2".
Yep. Still looks bigger.
110 pounds.
Still looks bigger than her. Still.
Dude.
Still looks bigger than her.
With everybody else, yes, but Candice LeRae, come on, dude.
No, not even, dude. Candice LeRae. I say Candice LeRae and Zelina Vega are the same size, or as far as like just body type. Yeah, hell no. That chick is ridiculously skinny. Olive oil against Bluto ain't right. It's not a fight.
Ah, dude.
Not even. Yeah, I know you love Janae. You love her a lot, but I don't get it at all. Because
she's a good heel, and she's good in the ring.
She is pretty regular to me. She's there's nothing special about Jenny whatsoever, other than the fact that she calls herself the fashionista.
You should also check out some of her work in WXW.
I've seen her stuff progress. I've seen her do like hardcore matches. Nope. Not even. I am so unimpressed with that chick. Like, she does nothing. I think she is
5'6" to 5'2". Candice is 5'2". 5'2".
And still looks bigger than her.
And is at least 10
and a million times better wrestler.
10 to 15 pounds lighter.
And looks legit in the ring with Shayna Baszler. You cannot tell me that Jenny would look legit in the ring with Shayna Baszler, because you would be freaking lying. You would be lying through your teeth. I know you. There's no way. Yeah, exactly.
Dude, you cracking me up. You cracking me up.
Yeah, because you know I'm right. Because there's no way.
I ain't say that. I ain't say that.
You can't, because you're laughing, because you can't say that Jenny could be in the same ring. It would. It's Shayna Baszler.
If Candace's small butt can be in there.
So you're telling me on record that Jenny could be in the same ring as Shayna Baszler and look like she has a chance. I'll wait.
I plead the
fifth. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Okay. That's all I need to know. That's all I need to know, because that tells me all I need to know by the fact that they look totally different. Candice LeRae may be lying.
Shoot! Look at shoot. Supposedly, Kairi Sane is 5'1", 115
it looks
pounds.
bigger than she. It makes Jenny look like, Jenny makes Kairi Sane look like Awesome Kong, yo. Like, it's just not easy. Dude, I'm looking at this picture right now of this chick's arms. Nah, bro. Nope. I'm gonna show her the Beautiful Nightmare.
Did you just say Kairi Sane is the Awesome Kong to Jenny?
Yeah.
Wow.
No. Dude, I'm looking at this picture of this chick's arms, and it's just like, did somebody Photoshop the rest of your body out? Like, did somebody Photoshop the rest of your arms out? Like, did they decide to cut a double size arm into one size arm? Because that shit looks like there is nothing but bone there.
But you know what? Funny like that is Sasha Banks.
Sasha Banks is still bigger than her.
Dude.
Sasha Banks is bigger than her. And Sasha Banks is petite.
She's funny like that. She got small little arms.
Let's be real. She also got implants.
Meat over bones, man. She's that. You know that old black and white cartoon with the bones dancing in the graveyard? That's Jen.
Shoot.
That's Jen.
Even though Candace is smaller and lighter than her, okay, much smaller and lighter than her.
Yeah,
okay.
And you pled the fifth on saying Jenny could be the same ring as Shayna, when we know Candace LeRae's been in the same ring as Shayna Baszler quite a few times.
Everybody watching,
it looks good.
Everybody that sees this, I want y'all to let me know. Would y'all even watch? Could y'all even see a match between Shayna Baszler and the fashionista Jenny?
Sure.
Leave your comments. Leave your responses.
You are bugging.
Let us know, because
you are bugging.
Hollywood Sinema over here.
Jenny, no. I know you love Jenny. You have a weird thing about Jenny. I
like her role, and I like her in the ring.
She should be a
because you have to remember, I didn't even know who the heck she was before the Mae Young Classic until after that match. Let's be fair. Let's be fair.
Which is why I'm so surprised you were so up on her right now. Like that's the part of at first I thought you would be like me with Nixon Newell. Like, yeah, I've watched a bunch of Nixon Newell matches for years, and then I'm she finally made it.
Yeah, but I'm not dissing that. I'm not discrediting that, because I've looked at some of those links that you sent me, and yeah,
I'm saying it's surprising. I expected you're caping for Jenny like I cape for Nixon, and I guess I expected you to be like, yeah, I've been watching Jenny matches for a while, which I assume you have.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't know who she was. I was just like, what? I was like, yo, this chick is a manager at best. She is a manager. She should be somebody's manager. She should totally be Rhea Ripley's manager.
Oh man, come on.
Carry her leather jacket to the ring.
Come on.
If she can, I don't know. I mean, have you seen Rhea Ripley's jacket? It looks heavy.
So you don't think Candice LeRae looks like a child?
She does. But here's the thing too. I've seen Candice LeRae fight dudes.
Yeah,
you have to.
Me too. I mean, she's done a lot of work in the indie circuit.
Fight no man ever. Because you're not buying it.
I've only seen her work now, and a little bit of her work in WXW.
Watch that Evolve stuff, man. She's doing hardcore stuff, and it's like, oh, that's cute. Because it looks like she's doing no damage.
I mean, she had the wrestling match with dang on Joey Ryan.
She's a very good wrestler, but it's just when I see her when she does her usual thing where she's forearming somebody's back, I'm just like, Now is that person gonna like Ultimate Warrior out of this shit? Like your attacks don't even hurt me, you weakling.
I mean, dude, she does a ripcord rolling wheel kick.
That's great, man.
Oh,
I'm glad her feet are the biggest part of her body.
oh my goodness. Yeah, I bet one of her feet's bigger than Candice LeRae.
If only shit. She is smaller than Kyrie Sane.
Who?
Looks it. She 100% looks it. 100%.
Who?
Jenna.
Man, get the heck out of here with that.
I told you, man. Jenna makes Kyrie Sane look swole.
And that bunch of blasphemous talk that just left her mouth.
She makes Kyrie Sane look like Ty Valkyrie, dog.
Okay, now you really
She like Ty Valkyrie is awesome. Don't you dare.
You really done lost your mind.
Ty Valkyrie. Love Ty Valkyrie. She's so good.
You already lost your mind
Amazon.
after you mentioned Awesome Kong and Kyrie Sane in the same picture.
I'm telling you, man, that's what Jenny makes her look like.
You.
Makes her look like Kim Kardashian.
Anyway, you got anything else to say about NXT UK before you go off on the wild side?
The letter L. This episode brought to you by the letter L, aka Jenny.
You lucky I'm not next to you right now.
Lowercase L. My name's Jenny. I'm basically just connected lowercase L's.
You know I got a bunch of extra invitations to a certain party.
Yeah, super kick party.
Right.
Or very skinny arm lady party.
All right.
Jenny.
Now, when she becomes NXT UK Women's Champion, I don't want you to say Jack.
I'm gonna say I'm not watching this shit until they get that belt off of that pretender.
All right. Watch.
I will not watch NXT UK if she gets the belt. I swear to God.
All right, you doing yourself a disservice.
I won't be.
Shoot.
Not if they got her as a female champion over anybody other than Xia Brookside. That's the only person smaller than her on their roster.
And apparently so is Candice LeRae, and I just proved that. Anyway.
Yeah, but visually, it don't track.
Visually, you want to know what you look like? No, I'm just joking.
Like a dude. Skinny. Too skinny to look viable as champ.
So
Christian could get that damn championship because he was too damn small. Whatever.
NXT.
Yeah.
So Velveteen Dream won the Worlds Collide tournament and decided to challenge Johnny Gargano for the NXT North American Championship.
Why would you choose that belt?
He chose that instead of Tommaso Ciampa's NXT Championship.
Really should have been Tommaso. I don't know why it was. Whatever. It doesn't really make any sense.
And of course,
anyway.
Tommaso Ciampa still trying to get on Gargano's good side.
Why though? I don't know. It worked out in his favor, but he didn't really have to even court his favor to do that.
Yeah. And I don't know. It's just some angle to either get them together one more time or get them to go against each other for like the 12th time.
Yeah, that's the problem of keeping people on the same show too long.
Yeah. Yeah.
That kind of stuff. You run your course, and now, because remember when they did that, I was like, after that, I was like, I don't want to see them again. I don't want to see that match again. I mean, one more time, yeah, but it better be the last time because they're going to make it like Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens.
Pretty much.
I'm sick of it. And I shouldn't be because it's awesome.
But so yeah, Velveteen Dream, Johnny Gargano. Jackson Riker came in and destroyed Mansoor. Not that he really had a chance.
Nope.
Drew Gulak made an appearance and wrestled on NXT. Had 2 matches. First up was against this guy, Eric Bugenhagen, who apparently was very much over with the crowd.
It's going to be a fun one, but he's not going to go far.
Nah, something tells me it'll be like another No Way Jose.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that's what it's. Those kind of fun gimmicks don't survive outside of NXT full sale.
Yeah.
They just don't. Vince kills them instantly.
Yeah, unfortunately. So Drew Gulak beat Bugenhagen, and then wanted some competition because he was disappointed in his opponent, and got the King of Bros, Matt Riddle.
That was good stuff. That was a good match.
Dude.
I also like that promo was good. It was like, you chose wisely.
That was 5-star quality.
Although I kind of wish he said you chose poorly, bro. And they kicked him off.
Yeah. But
that was great.
That was definitely 5-star match.
Gulak had a hell of a week, man.
Oh, dude, he was definitely very
Gulak
busy.
is fire. Although we didn't mention that weird segment with him trying to angle to be Carrillo's manager.
Right.
I'm intrigued to see. I think that's where that's going to go. But Drew Gulak right now is kind of busy. He's busy on every damn thing. He's feuding with Matt Riddle on NXT. He's about to feud with Carrillo, more than likely. And he's facing off. Yeah, it's just like, damn, bro, you are so busy.
I thought it was cool how they shared a Gulak handshake after their match.
And that was very good. That was good stuff. I like that.
Because we also have to remember, this also, goes back to, Riddle was in Evolve, Drew Gulak was in Evolve.
Yep,
so,
they're both Evolve veterans.
Yeah. And Drew Gulak was also a Chikara alumni. I believe a lot of his training came from the Chikara Wrestle Factory. So thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, like great match, great submission heavy match, back and forth. They had the Gulak handshake at the end, and Drew Gulak declared he wants another shot at Riddle, and I think it'll happen.
Definitely gonna happen.
Okay, and then we had the main event, which, okay, this is really gonna raise some questions with me. All right, so we had Bianca Belair, who just came fresh off of a title shot opportunity that she failed to win against Shayna Baszler, teamed up with the Sky Pirates to take on Shayna Baszler, Marina Shafir, and Jessamine Duke. Shayna Baszler gets destroyed. She gets hit by all 3 finishers, and Io Shirai gets the pin for the team.
Yep.
Now, Io Shirai jumps up, celebrates, cheers, gets a hug from Kyrie, goes to hug Bianca Belair. I mean, she didn't really hug her back, but...
Yeah. And they mentioned that she seemed to be like less excited than everybody else for some reason.
Well, a few things that happened. Kyrie was reaching to tag Io. Bianca forced herself a tag. And then, Io tagged herself in and hit her moonsault finisher. So, I mean, here's the thing. First off, that's 3 times in a row now that Jessamine Duke and Marina Shafir have been on the losing end.
Yeah, they are jobbers.
Yeah.
And they should be. They're not great.
And in this match, Shayna Baszler gets destroyed. And so now we're left... now I'm left wondering, okay. Now, does this mean Io Shirai will get a title shot? Or, like, what's the deal? Are they gonna have another number one contender showdown pitting perhaps Kyrie, Io, and Bianca? Which I don't really. It would be any sort of angle where the Sky Pirates are opponents right now just would not really look right.
It'd be a waste.
And at the same time, I feel like they're moving forward way too quick with Shirai and her getting the pin. Because my whole thing was I was figuring that there was going to be a rematch between Bianca and Baszler. But now it's like, if Io gets a shot and beats Baszler,
Yeah.
then it really kind of leaves Bianca out to dry. You know what I mean? Like,
It does. Leaves her out in the cold.
like it would make more sense for Bianca to dethrone Shayna than Io.
Very much.
At the same time, I definitely, with Kyrie or Io being champion, at least that will later warrant a match between the two, which I'm cool with. But I just feel like with pairing this team, the Sky Pirates together this early, and having a handful of having some matches together, not just live, but also they've been tagging multiple times on tour.
Mm-hmm.
And then of course post match, the Queen's Army and Shayna Baszler walk out. Baszler didn't say anything, and it's just, I don't know what's to come from this, because it's like, especially considering that Shayna Baszler ate 3 finishers and ate the pin.
Yeah.
Like,
It's pretty weird. Makes no sense.
I don't know. Just overall, what are your thoughts on this? Like, honestly.
You know what I want to happen. I want Sky Pirates and SmackDown because there's just way too much going on with NXT's women division. It's just too much. There's just too many of them. Like, I feel like Deonna Purrazzo is basically wasting away there. It's starting to get just as bad as the main roster when it comes to that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Except for they have too many. That's the problem. But
too many women.
I want them to go ahead. Sky Pirates go to SmackDown. Bianca Belair dethrones Shayna Baszler, and then Shayna Baszler and the 2 jerk chokeheads get the hell out of NXT, and we can get some fresh stuff. I'm sick of Shayna Baszler's champ. I'm sick of all that already.
Yeah, but I don't know. All I know is if Io Shirai gets the title shot, I highly, highly doubt that Shayna will beat her. Like,
yeah,
it just would not look. It would make her look extremely dominant, but then again, there's that whole thing with
there'd be no point to it.
Yeah, because I mean, you already had a tag match. Yes, I understand it was a tag match, but she ate 3 finishers and the pin. So it's like, I think this is only clear enough that, her title reign's about to end. Either by WrestleMania. Well, I would think it would have to be by WrestleMania.
Oh, good Lord, please.
Because, dude, I'm going to tell you right now, if she, WrestleMania weekend, is still NXT Women's Champion, then I have no idea what the heck they're trying to do.
Yeah, it would be like they would be trying to kill NXT's women's division.
Yeah, and Shayna Baszler is the one pulling the gun trigger, because I mean,
it would just be ungodly.
Because I mean, you got to look at the talent that's been invested in. You know, you got the Sky
I love
Pirates, you got Bianca, you got Mia Yim, Deanna Perrazzo. You
There's a
know,
lot of good people there that are just getting just no TV time
yeah,
because it feels like they're scared to put them in the ring with her because they would have to book her and then they kill it.
and you notice how there's not really many uh, NXT female heels being showcased other than Shayna Baszler.
No, it's because she has a stranglehold on it.
I mean, no Tainara Conti, no
Nope.
Aaliyah, no.
Well, that's going to happen soon, but that's going to be a cluster book.
Yeah.
That's not going to make any sense.
I mean, they got all these women and just.
Conti probably is the worst, one of the most egregious things about this because they brought her in and acted like they were going to do something with her,
Yeah.
and then just said nope, not going to do anything. I don't know who she made mad or what, but oh boy, that was drastic.
And
That was drastic.
also another example, Xia Li. Been featured in the Royal Rumble, been featured on Evolution. Like, and the Mae Young Classic, I'm like, when is she going to have a freaking NXT Full Sail match? Like,
I mean, friggin' Candice LeRae can't even get on TV.
Oh, she barely gets on TV. Like, she had the
only
one
connection with her husband.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
kind of disrespectful as hell.
Before that, I don't even remember the last match she had. I mean, other than the Royal Rumble.
I can't think of it. Nikki Cross. It would have been Nikki Cross would have been her last match.
Wasn't that like
because that storyline was happening and it made no sense and they just stopped.
Wasn't that like 2 months ago or something?
Yeah, she has not been on TV other than with Johnny here lately.
Jeez.
Yeah.
But yeah, the way this episode turned about just it's weird. Like, I'm heavy and high on the Sky Pirates. I love what they're doing, but it's like, okay, you had Io Shirai pin the champ, so it's like, okay.
Yeah, right. Like, what was the point of having Io Shirai do that?
Yeah. And then it also makes me wonder with how Bianca Belair was acting. Like,
what was the point of that too? Because she's been going face. It could be another one. They're like, you know what? Make her heel.
Yeah.
Like, what's the point? That's that. But then again, it wouldn't surprise me because that's what they do now. People we like, they turn them heel for no reason.
Yeah, and that's
you're gonna sell merchandise. Nope, can't have that.
And that's the thing, you know. And that's the issue that I would have if they were to solve this in maybe like a triple threat number one contendership, because that would
Bianca Belair has to win. Bianca Belair, like we were talking about earlier today, like she would have to win that match.
Who? Io?
No, Bianca would have to win the triple threat.
Yeah,
because if Io wins, it messes up everything.
Yeah, if Io wins, the only way that I could see that logical is if she pins Kairi, which would totally start.
Because you do not want her pinning Bianca at this point. Bianca cannot eat another loss for a while.
But
because if she does, she's going heel.
But if Kairi were to eat the pin from Io, then that's only like the start, the epilogue, or not the epilogue.
Yeah, it's the start of that being over. Sky Pirates be done.
Yeah, which would suck because it would be too quick.
Yeah, you'd kill it dead, and you wouldn't even get to take advantage of it. Because like I've been saying like the last couple of days, like the best thing for the Sky Pirates would be bring them up to SmackDown as a tag team, have them face off and become women's champion at some point, then lose it, and then maybe feud them out or have them have another run and then feud them out.
Uh-huh.
and then you get two high level singles competitors out of that instantly because they're already like you don't have to build them up with doing these little funky matches with jobbers. You just have them do tag team stuff for a while, become champion, and they're established. Just like the Shield, you gave them a tag team championship. They could then move on to singles championship easy.
Right. And it's not that they'd have to have a crazy long title run because I mean, there's not going to be
No,
that many women's tag teams anyway.
no, it wouldn't. You can have them lose to the new, like the heel team you want to be annoying for a while,
Yeah.
and then have a falling out.
Yeah. And then, but the thing is, that needs to happen at this superstar shakeup because
Yeah.
if it doesn't and they don't get moved to the main roster, then
Ugh, NXT death.
then it would be no point to even have them continue to tag on NXT because it's like they're just gonna beat everybody as a team.
I mean, dude, yeah. Could you imagine if DIY had broken up on the main roster and then had that same feud on the main roster?
Oh,
It would have been amazing.
yeah, it really would have.
But they couldn't do that because they shot their load on NXT. Because
yeah.
they and we thought it was going to be over and they thought they were going to move on, but neither one of them did. So now they're just kind of circling each other.
Yeah.
Which is and now we're kind of like, I mean, I'd love to see another match with them, but I don't want to see another match with them.
Yeah,
I like there's only but so many variables you can go in that arena now that they've had their matches because Ciampa's won 2 of them and kept the belt the entire time. So it's just kind of like, okay, only thing to do now would have him lose the belt. That's the only other thing you can do with it.
yes, because like
You back them into a corner.
yeah, I definitely agree. And that's why like for me personally, I think the very first match that Io and Kyrie have against each other in the WWE should be for the title.
Yeah,
Those two
best way to
quality
build it. That's the way
those two quality wrestlers meeting for the first time in a non-title regular match just will water it down so much.
Yeah, they have it because we want to see it, but make us wait for it.
Yeah. And plant a story behind it, which would be perfect if either maybe the first time it's all cool for the title,
Yeah.
it's all cool, and then the second time have Io turn heel.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it would be perfect. I mean, we at least know. I mean, yes, I know that Kyrie has been sort of heel in Lucha Underground, but Io has been a legitimate heel before in Stardom. Yeah. So it's like
Kyrie is Rey Mysterio. She can't be heel. She's
yeah, and
Rey can't be heel. It don't work.
And Io, I've seen glimpses of a cocky Io Shirai. So it's like it's more fitting for her, and then they could feud for a good while. But it's really going to be all about timing. But they're established as a tag team. The Sky Pirates are here and live. Let them be the Sky Pirates, and let it mean something.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm very, very curious to see what these next couple of episodes will be like as they, I guess, look to establish either a new number one contender or just...
Yeah.
I'm very hesitant.
Yeah, it's going to get weird. But for that, well, luckily I don't remember the taping results. I don't even remember them now. But yeah, as far as I know, it's going to get weirder. Well, I can remember. I remember being like, what? But we'll see. These next few months, WrestleMania and after are going to be very important because WWE is losing ground in so many aspects. And now NXT starting to kind of suffer for it.
Yeah, definitely.
A little bit. They're starting to suffer because the main roster sucks so bad.
Yeah. Yeah, you're absolutely right. And it's really ridiculous. And you know how much we're all about some NXT, and it's just
Right? We just spent a long we spent longer talking about NXT than we just talked about Raw or SmackDown.
true. Very true.
Better show.
But that's all that I have, other than, Pat McAfee got signed as a contributor for WWE.
Yeah, they've been hard. I don't see the appeal.
Yeah, apparently
Oh.
he had his first big hit with NXT Takeover War Games. War Games 2, I'm sorry, War Games 2. Um, but yeah, former Indianapolis Colts kicker or punter.
That's why his ass is on ESPN. What is this jerk off? I thought he was just some streamer or something that just was a loudmouth that just happened to get lucky.
Yeah,
No, it makes sense.
yeah,
He's already established lucky.
he was a former All-Pro punter. Yeah, he was a punter for the Indianapolis Colts. Retired after the 2016 season.
Yeah, he seems like a tool.
But yeah, he got signed to WWE.
Ugh, the pre-shows are going to be brutal.
Yeah, but
He is brutal, man. He's really not great.
But apparently, it was his lifelong dream to work for the WWE. So
And hey, he's a fan. That's great for him.
yeah, but one more thing before we wrap up. It is official that myself, Hollywood Sinema, his wife, Beautiful Nightmare, will be sitting front row for the upcoming tag team tournament, the Crockett Cup, brought to you by Ring of Honor Wrestling and the National Wrestling Alliance. They have partnered up. Yep, they have partnered up to bring forth this tournament, and it will be taking place on Saturday, April 27th at 7 p.m. from the Cabarrus Arena in Concord, North Carolina.
Oh yeah,
Looking very forward to it. This first ever time I've going to an actual tournament, a wrestling tournament.
I don't remember. I'm sorry. What'd you say?
First time ever going to a wrestling tournament specifically.
Yes.
And we have front row. I wonder if they're gonna do a meet and greet.
I wouldn't be surprised if they did. Be a lot of people there.
Oh yeah,
extra money for the wrestlers.
Indeed. But hopefully we get some good tag teams. We know there's going to be one qualifier at the G1 Supercard. But yeah, hope to see some exciting tag teams for this tournament.
Oh yeah.
But that is all that I have. Do you have anything else you want to add, bro?
I do not.
Alrighty. Well, that will conclude tonight's episode of the Team GOWGO Wrestling Podcast. We covered quite a bit and ranted on about NXT and about
Jenna. Sounds about right.
Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
That's all, folks.
But thank y'all so much for watching for Blitzball Champ and Hollywood Sinema. Thank y'all for watching the Team GOWGO Wrestling Podcast brought to you by Geek Out with Games Out.
You know it.
We will see y'all next time. We'll probably do one more episode before we take off for Evolve 122 next Saturday. So,
oh, yeah.
We'll be good. Anyway, thank y'all so much for watching. Take care and have a good night.
Have a good one, party people.